What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I'm SwipaCam. We back for another episode. The Denver Nuggets just got done playing the Brooklyn Nets on January 11, 2021, and the Denver Nuggets lost 122 to 116. Now, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit my logo, subscribe to the channel. I have content coming out regularly. We're going to watch all the Denver Nuggets games. We're going to talk football. We're going to talk NFL, NBA, relative content, stuff that you want to hear. But look, I'm honestly going to scratch all that right now because I'm pretty heated. I'm heated because the Nuggets were up 18 points at one point in the third quarter. 18 points. And then they end up letting the Nets back in the game to where they were basically a minute 40 left in the third quarter. They're down 5. They tie it up at 90, and then they give up 32 points. 32 points in the fourth quarter, man. And this is the thing about watching these dudes play. Again, it's early in the year, but scratch that, man. Like, we too old for this. We too old for this. The team is too good. Like, this is the fourth game this year. We lost the Kings game, the first game of the season. Just sloppy basketball. We should have lost to the Kings. We lost to the Phoenix Suns. We should have lost to the Phoenix Suns. And then we lost to the Dallas Mavericks, whom we were whooping up by 12. Lost. Gave up a 12-point lead. And then we give up an 18-point lead to the Nets. Don't make no sense, man. It don't make sense. First off, Will Barton played really well today. He had 22 points. He had 22 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, but he was 6 of 8, and he was really 6 of 7 from the three-point line until he had to heave it up at the end of the game, but everything was washed away at that point. It don't make sense, man. You know, Kevin Durant had 34, 9, and 13. He's the only person outside of Karis LeVert that had more than 20 points, man. I mean, it's Kevin Durant. But really, that's not the issue. As a Nuggets supporter, as somebody who's watched the Nuggets their entire life, I've watched the Nuggets the last several seasons, it gets really frustrating. And this year in particular, because typically we win close games, it gets really frustrating watching that. You know, Jamal Murray was 9 of 20 today. He didn't show up until the second quarter, the end of the second quarter. 35 minutes, 20 points, 4 assists, 9 of 20, and 2 of 5 from the three-point line, and 0 of 2 from the free throw, man. Just missed 2 blatant free throws in the second quarter. It didn't make no sense. So the bench came out and played well in the second quarter, y'all. Like, they came out and they blitzed. You know, the Nuggets were up a good amount to close the first quarter. Jokic sat down, and then the bench went in, and they just blitzed them. I mean, they got up to 14, 16 points. The Nuggets were up 70 to 54 at half. So that's what I'm saying. The Nuggets were up 70-54 at half. They were up at 18 at one point in the third quarter, and then all of a sudden, they just got blitzed. They couldn't make anything. They scored like 14 points in the third quarter, man. It's unacceptable, y'all. It's unacceptable. Again, this is somebody, obviously, you know how much I love the Denver Nuggets. You know how much I love watching Jokic play, watching Murray. When Porter comes back, I'm a Barton supporter. I love Mike Malone, love what he is to this team. But y'all, man, like, it's so frustrating watching the Nuggets give away basketball games. Especially Bol started tonight. We haven't even been talking about that yet. Bol made his first NBA start tonight and didn't play terrible. He had 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. From the three-point line. They needed length on Kevin Durant, and it worked in the first half. I mean, it's Kevin Durant. You're not going to stop him, but at least they were like, you know, they would try to do a switch pick and roll. Bol and Nikola Jokic, man, they would double team, man. Nikola Jokic had 7 steals today, y'all. Again, man, like 23, 8, and 11 for Jokic. 8 of 17 from the field, 1 of 4 from the three-point line, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, man. It's just frustrating, y'all. They deserved to win that game until they came out to the third quarter. And you can't keep doing this to basketball teams, man. The Nuggets are 5 and 6, y'all. And they legitimately should be 9 and 2. 8 and 3 at the worst. It's just little stuff, man. Like, and it's just I don't know. You know, Gary Harris didn't play tonight. You know, I know that affected some things, but the Nets, man, they just play well. And then of all people, Brown scored like he had 16 points. He was 8-11 from the field, man, and he was making all these shots at the end of the game. Like, yo, I'm sorry, this is the worst loss of the year. Worst Nuggets loss of the year. Bar none. Worst loss of the year. Yeah, Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown. Worst loss of the year, y'all. Not mad at Kevin Durant, man. They shot, and then they look, man. The Nets shot 61% from the field. A lot of that came in that second half, y'all. 50% from the three-point line, second half. They were 16 of 32. The Nuggets were 18 of 37. They both shot. The Nuggets were 10 of 16 from the free throw line. That's how you lose games, man. That's how you lose games. This is how you lose games. They only had 32 rebounds, 9 offensive rebounds. Again, the Nuggets just having rebound issues too, man. It's just, we had 12 steals though, y'all. 12 steals and still lost the game. Just bad loss, y'all. Anyway, it's not doom and gloom. It's not doom and gloom. We have 61 games left this year. So again, this is not doom and gloom. Not worried. It's just annoying. Again, the Nuggets play Golden State, man. Golden State's playing decent. They're 6-4, and then they got Utah, who's 7-4 after that. And they got OKC, who's 5-4 after that. And then they got Phoenix. So the Nuggets, they don't have an easy schedule. So when you get wins, when you get up on teams, you're up 18 points against the Nets, up 12 points against Dallas. The Kings are an inferior team. You have to win those basketball games. You have to. Because all that adds up. Because if you were 9-2, 8-3 right now, you'd be sitting at the top of the Western Conference. You got wiggle room. Now you got to fight because they're 5-6 and they're playing around. And again, Jamal Murray the last 4 games. He just, I think he's trying to get people involved in offense. He's trying to get people involved in the offense, but it's just not pretty, man. The Lakers are winning. The Clippers are winning. The Suns are winning. And the Nuggets is still playing around. They're still trying to figure out, again, not playing around. They're still trying to figure out the offense, figure out each other. But when you're up 18 like you are tonight, you win. Simple. You put teams away. And the Nuggets still don't have that killer in them yet. They just don't. Because collectively, when they need to do it, they can do it in the playoffs. But they still, 7-game series. It's just we have not yet seen the Nuggets take a team step where they just kill you because they can and because they should. They're just not doing it yet. So game notes, Bol started the game. He hit a 3 to start the game. Kevin Durant sagged off. Wanted to see if he could do it. Bol, 3 points. Jokic playing D, man. He had 7 steals today, career high. He was everywhere. Hands were everywhere. Ripping players, passing lanes, all that stuff. Passing lanes, everything, man. He played well. Again, I think Jokic is playing like the best player in the NBA right now. Especially that first half. That first half, Jokic had 15 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he only scored in the second half 8 points. Y'all, I don't like how the Nuggets sometimes will just go away. And again, y'all, I brought this up two games ago, but Paul Millsap sometimes, it's just he looks at Murray, he looks at Jokic. I'm watching Jokic look at him. Millsap will get a rebound. I'm looking at Jokic looking at him. And then Millsap will take the ball down the court. And again, most times, maybe not a turnover, but again, twice, the last 2 times I've seen him take the ball down the court, turnover. Loses control of the ball. Millsap, man, it's just not 2015, 14, 16, or even 18. Give the ball to Jokic. Give the ball to Murray, Monte Morris, PJ Dozier. Give the ball up. It's not that you can't do it. Just don't. There's no need for you to. We already got great ball handlers on this team. It's just little stuff like that. Just turnovers. Hartenstein played well. He played well. Had some bangers. He had 3 minutes, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. 3 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Didn't play bad. JaMychal Green, once again, 9 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 5, 40% from the 3-point line. JaMychal Green, man, he's playing. I love him playing. I think, eventually, like I said by game 35, he's starting. The Nuggets played a great first half. Great first half. Great first half, y'all. They were up 70-54. The second unit was gunning. PJ Dozier played well. Facu Campazzo had 6 points, 2 of 5 from the 3-point line. He was playing well. Good defense in the first half. And then all of a sudden, man, that third quarter started. And they gave up an 18-point lead. and lost by 6 to the Nets. Can't do it, man. I'm sorry. I know that I keep reiterating that, y'all. But again, the Kings, the Suns, the Mavericks, and now the Nets. We have lost 4 games we should not have lost because of late game execution and these stupid runs that we go on. The Nets had a 29-4 run at some point today, y'all. 29-4. They couldn't hit anything. They couldn't stop anything. You just can't do it. You can't do it. Elite teams can't do that anymore. The Nuggets are the 5th youngest team in the NBA right now. They're still getting older. They're still developing. The core is still really young. But, y'all, you have to get this stuff corrected because this is how you win championships. Little moments, destroying teams. Because that way, if you're up 18 going into the fourth quarter, you're up 20, 25 in the fourth quarter, you can sit Jokic. You can sit Murray. They just didn't do it. I thought Will Barton played a great game today, y'all. I know some people don't like Will Barton. Will Barton ball, man. He was 6 or 7 from three-point line before that last shot, y'all. He kept them in the game. Jokic was balling. He missed some bunnies, but he was balling 23, 8, and 11. Again, y'all, it was the worst third quarter of the year, which led to the worst loss of the year. So, again, the Denver Nuggets are up. You got to move on. They're playing Golden State on Thursday. A good shooting Golden State. That will be back in Denver. What they going to do? The Western Conference is right now, the Nuggets are at the bottom of the Western Conference with the Timberwolves, basically. So, the Western Conference is loaded. The Nuggets are one of the top 3 teams to me, but they're not playing consistent. And again, I knew that it was going to take a while to figure it out. We have discussed on this channel, it's going to take a while for them to figure it out, but they have to close games. Plain and simple. I don't care how well you play. As long as you win that score at the end of the game, you cool. We're moving on. But now the Denver Nuggets are 5-6. And they're going to have to pick it up, y'all. Ain't no choice. So look, that's going to be it for this episode. I know this is not the happiest. Again, let's celebrate Bobo getting his start. Let's celebrate him looking decent. Let's celebrate the fact that Jokic clearly looks like the best player in the NBA. It looks like he might have got a little tired at the end of the game, but I'm not asking for everything from Jokic. Except, I want to bring this up too. Jokic had in the last possession, they were down 4. He had Joe Harris on him at the top of the key, and then Will Barton, because Jokic told him to, went ISO. He went ISO on Jared Allen instead of giving it to Jokic. Like it's just little stuff like that, y'all. I know early season. Let's all take a collective here. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna sigh. 3, 2, 1. It will work itself out. The cream will always rise to the top. The Nuggets will be there. It's early. We're frustrated, especially after games where you give up 18-point leads, but they will be there. Again, thank you for listening. This has been another episode with SwipaCam. I'll have another video coming out on Thursday. Leave your comments. Tell me how you feel. Vent with me. Tell me if I'm tripping. Look, I believe we're going to be okay, but we can't give up leads like this. Look, appreciate y'all. This is SwipaCam. We out.